Celebrating the triumph of good over evil. Dussehra, the 10-day-long celebrations take place across the length and breadth of the country. Following Navratri, Dussehra sees various effigies of Ravana being burned to commemorate the occasion, and Ram Leelas that dramatize parts of Ramayana being staged. The festival celebrates two victories, one that of Lord Rama over the evil king Ravana and the other of goddess Durga over the demon king Mahishasura. It is known as both Dussehra and Vijayadashami. The words, both of which have Sanskrit roots, means, in case of Dussehra, Dasha and Hara, or the defeat of the sun, and Vijaya and Dashami, which translates into victory on the 10th day. According to mythology, the 10 heads of Ravana symbolize his knowledge of the 6 Shastras and 4 Vedas, making him one of the most intellectual men in mythology. Also, the 10 heads represent the 10 human emotions: anger, jealousy, ego, lust, greed, pride, attachment, selfishness, injustice, and cruelty. Importance for Buddhists in India as well. The famed Emperor Ashoka had converted to Buddhism on this day. The once conqueror would go on to spread Buddhism throughout the Indian subcontinent and was responsible for spreading the religion far and wide. Marks a change in seasons. Dussehra marks the end of the gloomy monsoon season and starts of the cooler winter season. After Dussehra, farmers harvest the Kharif crop and plant the Rabi crop after Diwali. In Nepal, the entire Diwali festival stretches from 2 days prior to Tihar till 2 days post-Tihar, making it a 5-day grand celebration. Our whole country observes a long week holiday during this festival. Tihar is observed in the month of late October to starting of the November month. Diwali in Nepal, also called Deepavali, is more commonly known as Tihar among the locals. There are various other names like Yama Panchak or Shwanti. Yama Panchak translates to the 5 days of Lord Yama, the god of death. We the Nepalis not only praise gods and deities like Sri Lakshmi, Lord Yama, Govardhan mountain, etc., but also honor and worship animals with the belief that it will bring happiness, success, and good fortune in our lives. We consider that these animals are divine gifts from Mother Nature for the people, and the relationship that they share with them is considered sacred. The celebration starts almost a month ago when people start cleaning their homes, discarding all the unwanted and broken things, and purchasing new clothes. Every family purchases items like clay lamps, rangoli colors, and electric lights to decorate their houses with. The 5-day celebration of Diwali in Nepal. The 5 days of celebration involves the worshipping of 5 different deities for peace and prosperity. Day 1, Kag Tihar, worshipping the crow. On the first day of Tihar, Kag, that is a crow which is considered as the messenger of Yama, is worshipped. People offer sweets and other delicacies on the rooftop of their houses or by sprinkling rice grains on the grounds with the belief that crows will prevent any misfortunes in their family and will protect them from evil. Day 2, Kukur Tihar, worshipping the dog. In Nepal, dogs are considered as the guardians to the gates of heaven. They are worshipped for their love, protection, and their loyalty towards people. People put tika, red and white color mark, on their forehead, a garland of marigold flowers around their neck, and offer them a grand feast for dinner. Day 3, Gai Tihar, worshipping the cow. Gai or cow is known as the symbol of prosperity. On the 3rd day of Tihar, cows are worshipped and praised by putting a tika on their forehead and a garland of marigold around their neck. People often paint red-colored footsteps on their home entrance. These footsteps represent the coming of goddess Lakshmi, who brings wealth and prosperity. On this occasion, groups of small children and young girls visit every house in their neighborhood and dance and sing Tihar songs like Hailo and Devsi and ask for tips like money, fruits or sweets. Day 4, Guru Tihar, worshipping the trio, the ox, Govardhan mountain and oneself. Day 4 observes 3 different worshippings or pujas throughout the day. People on the 4th day worship oxen, which have proved to be a farmer's best friend in this agricultural land of Nepal. Some Hindus worship the Govardhan mountain by structuring a representative small mountain idol made of cow dung. This symbolizes the victory of Lord Krishna over Lord Indra. Hundreds of food items known as Annakut are offered to this deity. This day is marked as the new year of the Nepal community and the beginning of a new Nepal Samvat or the Nepali calendar. In the evening, every home of Nepali community performs the Maha Puja, which is aimed at worshipping self to purify one's soul. The elder father of the family draws the traditional auspicious geometric design and performs puja under the mandap decorated with marigold. The females of the house prepare a grand feast known as Shagun. People enjoy various delicacies like fried eggs, fish, meat, sweet dishes, pastries and much more. Day 5, Bhai Tika, celebrating the love of brothers and sisters in Nepal. For the protection of brothers from all evil and to pray for their long lives, Bhai Tika is celebrated. Bhai in Nepal means brother. During this entire festival, every member of each household are involved in the preparations. Females and young girls of the house prepare various desserts and snacks and decorate the house with rangoli designs and lamps. The other men close their old accounts and start new ones for new financial years. Gold or silver jewelry is gifted on the eve of Tihar to the beautiful wives by their husbands. Children take joy in bursting crackers. People wear new clothes, eat sweet delicacies like rasbari, anarasa, gulab jamun and kalakal and exchange gifts and greet each other with lots of good wishes.